introduce this. All right. So this is the wrecking ball. And they have, I'll let them walk you through the steps and then I'll take a look also what they do. So you guys want to tell us what's going to happen?
Sure. Okay, so this is our concept of the wrecking ball, courtesy of our creative designer, Juan. And so basically there's potential energy stored here and in like a spring right here. And once this is pressed, it's going to release the well and it'll land here and release that potential energy, turning it into kinetic energy. And the ball will roll down and fall into this, which will then have like a domino effect to the tape, which will knock down the blocks after it accelerates on the ramp.
Okay, so the blocks represent a represent a tower that is due for demolition, is going to be knocked over, right? All right, so let me walk through again. That there's a lot of really hidden stuff here, and this is the first time I've had all the Hot Wheels stuff because I cleaned out the attic. So they come sort of with a lot of this kind of thing already built into them. So I'm not really going to count all the steps. I'm going to count the steps you constructed, but I applaud the use of these devices knowing how they provide the potential energy that you need, or in the kinetic transformation into kinetic. So the whale is sitting on a lever. At the other end of that, at one end of that lever, it's attached to a hinge, which is basically the fulcrum. There's some tension on that lever to hold it in place, to hold that spring that's on the hinge from releasing that energy. So if you push the lever, it releases that hold, which allows the tension in the spring to be used, and that pulls the lever up and pushes the whale into the hoop. Under the hoop is another lever that is connected essentially to a I don't know the right term, but it's going to push on the device on the golf ball that's sitting there on that lever I don't know what the right term
Maybe like a spring
is, but yeah, there's another spring in there. So when you release it, the spring pushes the block into the ball, and then it's a series of dominoes as the ball hits the tube, and the tube hits the block, and the block hits the tape. Then the tape's going to convert its potential energy into kinetic energy by rolling down this slope, which again, similar to the one we saw before with the ball going down that slope, is really sort of two types of acceleration. And then the collision with the blocks, and I do believe this is all to the accompaniment of Miley Cyrus. All right, so let's see it work.
It's called Well of a Time.
All right.
I came in like a